And Tina, how much interest is there in this yellow black coral? If you're having some trouble identifying it, is this something, if they're going to settle down and collect this coralliid, is this something that we might want to consider as a second biologic? And I'll just throw that out to the group
That's a little trickier
as well while they're getting ready.
I thought. All right,
piece of
let's
the
try.
corallium.
Yeah, I just want to see where it settles. It's not much. Let's see if that settles.
Oh, I see.
Are you happy with your position?
I'm happy.
I see the other black coral that Tina was talking about, the one on the right. We'll have to take a look at that one too.
And then we'll just back up to the picture then.
Get hydraulics going and I'll put
Sure.
the,
Video, do you want to do a quick zoom?
port bio box, if that's all right.
Perfect. Thank you. So, Washley, what do you think about the bottom branch aiming down?
Chris?
On this?
Sorry, I'm
Oh, yeah, that's fine. The bottom
yeah,
branch?
that would be fine. Sure.
Great. All right, video come wide.
Yeah, it's a nice, nice size piece, about 10 centimeters, a little longer.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Pilot, is this going to go on port inner, or have you decided yet?
Not yet. Port somewhere.
Okay, got it.
All right, hydraulics up.
Corrallium.
Arms coming live.
Got mini Zeus up?
Sure.
Okay.
See what view we can get. Oh, this is smaller than I thought it.
Tina, there's another black coral next to the yellow one. I think maybe you spotted that. And we can certainly take a zoom on that one. This is that thing that I thought might be the Trisopathus, but we'll try to get a shot of that.
Just a thought. Perhaps you could take a starboard upper and stow it and get it shined right down if you needed additional light or something, but just a thought.
Say it again for which camera? Video, can we do
don't worry about it. I'll try to improve your light a little bit.
great. Yeah, video, just come in slightly zoom with main HD, please. That is good there. Great.
So for those of you who just tuned in, this is Chris Mott, the department on board the Okeanos Explorer in the Johnston Atoll region in the Central Pacific. I'm here with my colleague Chris Kelly from the University of Hawaii, and we're currently in the middle of collecting a deep sea coral, precious coral called
drawback there, but
our ROV pilots are currently operating the hydraulic arm in order to capture or to collect a sample of this coral, deep sea coral species, so that we can study.
This one's pretty common in this area. Why don't you try to grab the whole thing?
Some planning, negotiation, and arm.
Watch, this is pilot.
Yes.
Okay, so this bottom branch is actually a lot smaller than I thought, and I can't quite get the jaw behind it. Would it be all right if I go clip the top?
Yeah, I think it's fine. You can get a nice, decent piece of this too. I think it'd be appreciated.
Copy.
Yeah. Yeah, just make sure you get plenty of the main branch, because that'll probably retain a lot of the tissue. And there's so many of these, I think we're okay.
Can we zoom in on mini Zeus, please?
Sounds good. Thanks, Bridge.
And yeah, just send that for me. Co-pilot.
So, pilot, it's going to break no matter what way you approach it. I wouldn't worry too much about it. You're going to get a little bit of breakage.
All right, copy that.
Perfect. Great. Thank you. Yep, that's what happens when you collect coralliums. And there's still some on the rock, so it's going to grow back. No problem.
Yeah, come down minis, please.
Following you down.
Might be a few years, though. But given that there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these things around, I don't think
I would love to, but there's also a right there. There's another one. I don't want to break.
Okay.
So I'll do this. We'll drive back.
Go ahead, Rich. Sounds good. Going to start with 10.
When you'd like me to open.
Copy that. Have autos in. Just want to see what it. Try to balance out real quick. All right, let's try that. Keep an eye on drift. And yeah, please open port.
Opening port. Full open.
All right, go ahead and close, please.
Close.
Step, Sean.
Thank you.
Gonna give your cameras back.
Thank you, co-pilot. All right, graphs down.
I'm gonna take my screen back.
Absolutely.
Nice work.
Thanks for your help. You did great. All right, coming out of autos.
Hydraulics coming down.
Yeah, well, actually, that went in port inner. And watch, I think you're muted. I can't quite.
Sorry, I am.
Okay.
I was muted. I was speaking to Nicola for a few minutes as we got the record straight on that. Yeah, thank you very much. Port inner.
All right. Yeah, you want to put move in?
Yeah, how do you feel, co-pilot? You can probably get that starboard upper string on. You want it all the way out?
Now I'll pull it back. Actually, good point. Thank you.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to improve your lighting. a
Yeah,
little
no, I think that worked well. Thank you.
Okay, we're continuing along on the slope. Laser just went over a demo sponge. That's pretty cool. That sort of yellow blob.
Do you want to zoom it all?
I'm not gonna. It's not going to help.
Copy.
Thanks. You need Shirley Pomponi for
Co-pilot,
that
well,
one.
maybe a 10-meter move towards him, or 15, or you comfortable with 20? Or
We are on the slope of Johnston Atoll.
okay. We'll wait for him to scout.
It's just
We are at a depth of
that's what we're looking at.
493 meters.
so I'm probably
Same
15 out.
Pilot,
Edge of
to the
an
left.
strip.
So I
big
left.
goniasterid on coral.
Okay, 15.
We got some
15, yeah.
predation action going on.
We'll go 280.
All right, just lead
Yeah.
me.
Oh, there's another one too, and I think there was even a couple of them. We
Yeah.
are zooming in on one of Chris's evil
ROV now.
beasts. And that's good because maybe this will be a
Yeah, you guys ready
bamboo
for a
to
move?
confirm Tina's observation of a bamboo
All right,
earlier.
15 meters,
This
bearing
isn't any of those
280
Sebastianines
degrees,
that are
speed
usually
decimal 2.
observed feed bamboos.
Sorry, science. Where am I looking at?
To the up, it goes up a little bit, pan
Video,
up a
can
little
we
bit.
cool that down?
Sorry about that.
That's all right. So
Good copy.
Yeah, to the up,
Yeah,
to the left.
it's off
Up
the
and to the
screen
left.
right now, and there he is, the starfish right at the top.
oh, okay.
Did you say you saw another one, Chris?
Yeah, I thought so. It's off to the right, but let's get this one.
You mean that's... Oh, okay. Well, let's take a look.
So this does look like a bamboo coral.
Ah, interesting.
Tina said it was a bamboo, and I just wasn't.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
the
had
correct
lasers on it
annotation on
first.
that other one we saw. Doggone it.
Lasers. All right, video, come on in.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Look at what your beast has done to that colony.
Wow.
Jeez.
Slow and sure wins the race. So this is another example of Circiaster pullus. It's look, these are something that I described several years ago, and at the time I think I actually captured them on a denuded skeleton, but I didn't know what they were doing. And now we see that
Video, I'm going
if
to
we
try to
were
rotate and see if we can
rotate
see
around
anything.
and see the stomach, it would probably be extended out onto the skeleton, feeding on whatever tissue
Moving
is
it here.
left.
Thank you,
These
Rich.
are corallivores. That is to say, they feed on coral. Yeah, you can see the tube feet very nicely in profile, attached to the surface of the bamboo coral skeleton. And on feeding ones, there's usually a stomach extended. They feed externally, and they just sort of slurp that goodness all up. The disc is somewhat inflated, probably because there's water in there, or possibly because the stomach is...
Co-pilot, can you
engorged
gauge how
with food.
close my
Yeah,
port
watching
is
it.
to
Why,
that?
why don't I stow it?
Yeah, maybe just real quick. I just can't quite.
This is the genus of sea star, which Scott France reported to me years ago as having fed on a Paragorgia, and they observed it 1 year, and it was still there
Yeah,
almost
but
a
it
year
just
later,
won't separate
feeding on the
satellite.
same coral.
Awesome, thank you.
So the time it took for it to digest this bamboo coral could have indeed been quite a long while.
Don't see any other concerns.
Yeah, I think that's good. I got my tail right there. Yep, that's it. All right,
That's
video,
wonderful.
come on in.
Yeah, it looks like it's still
Slide up. There we
sort
go.
of. Yeah, you can see. So the stomach looks like it's withdrawn. It's just kind of hanging out there. Its tube feeder attached to the surface of the bamboo coral. That's interesting. You can see that there are spines that line the edges of the tube foot furrows. That might be important for understanding how they crawl up these bamboo corals later on. It might be feeding on maybe the hydroids, the other things that grow on them, or maybe it's just sort of sitting there
Yeah, sorry, video bouncing.
following its delightful feast. That's wonderful.
All right, happy with that science?
Yeah, we're good with that.
All right, great.
Lighted, in fact.
Fantastic.
Thank
Glad to
you.
help. All right, video, come on out.
Nothing makes me happier than watching coralivorous goniasterids. Oh yeah, and there's another one up in the... Oh wow, it's like
Oh,
a
yeah.
feeding frenzy.
Let me get that arm back out.
Sure.
Yeah, there's two of them right there.
I think I even saw another one on when we approached. I saw a little tiny one. I thought what I thought was a little tiny one on another coral, but I wasn't sure.
So he's not on a. There's no coral. Neither one of these are on coral, right?
Actually, yeah, I'm not sure. Well, the big one on the left is feeding on, is perched on what might be a sponge.
Yeah.
And then the one on the right is another Circeaster, and I think it's on another hemicorallium.
Looks like you're starting to move, co-pilot.
Wow, this is just like the valley of the nomming starfish.
Right. Let's get quick zooms.
Looks
Video.
like that ship move is complete, pilot.
There's no concern with
Yeah,
the
you
tether
can
right
see it
now,
there.
so you can do whatever you'd like.
Awesome.
But I
Oh,
am
wow.
Straight down.
Move complete. Thanks, Rich.
So, Chris, this
Let me know
isn't
if anything changes.
hemicorallium, though, is it?
Yes, it is.
It is. Okay.
Boy, he's nailing that, isn't he?
It is
Oh, wait.
Wait.
Well, yeah, it is. He's eating the coralliid.
Aha!
Oh.
So now my starfish are economically significant. Yeah. Oh, wow. And you can see the details. Beautiful.
Yes, I'm
This is like holding it up and twirling it around in my hand to a certain extent. Yeah, so that's great. So it's feeding on. So this is a new prey item, in fact, I think.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever documented them on coralliids before.
Yeah, that's great. And then at your convenience, we could move over to the left and see the other large goniaster,
Yeah,
which is a separate. Oh, I'm sorry.
Before we do that, when he zooms out, maybe just take a quick snap zoom in place of the red coral on the right-hand side of the frame before we spin left. I think they're a little bit further zoom out.
A little more zoom out.
Yeah, keep going. Oh, okay, that's the same one. Never mind, so we can go get the other star. Sorry.
Copy
Yeah.
that.
It's the same star Apathes.
Yeah, so this one is feeding on a sponge.
All right, video. Come on in.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is even a different. This is Ceramaster or Peltaster. Yeah, okay. So
happy
one of
about
the great things
So
about
happy.
this is you
Great.
can see the characteristics on the surface, and it's on the surface of this sponge, and with the sort of hunched over posture, I would say that this is almost certainly feeding and enjoying itself, because you can see all of the papilla are extended, and so that's usually a sign that they're happy. You can also see their structure is called tabula, which is Latin for table, and that's what all of these little columns are on the surface. So so the gills protrude through those sort of big columns.
Oh.
What? What?
Okay.
Oh, come on!
Hi there. Hello.
Dumb fish. Give me a break. Photobombed by a fish.
So what are we doing? What am I going to call this guy? The sea star that is.
The fish? I have plenty of names for the fish. Oh, sorry.
Peltaster.
Peltaster. Let's call it Peltaster.
Okay.
All right, zoom back in on Sea Star.
Oh, and then, yeah, let's make sure we get lasers just so that I know how big it is. 'Cause I think it's quite large.
Video, do you want to come out for lasers?
Thank you.
Just enough. And both real quick. A little more. Come out. Just a tad more video.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah.
Almost 10 centimeters across. If we see that again, I might want to collect it.
All right, I'm just going to go over to the other one real quick video.
Wow.
Speak up now or forever hold your breath. You might need to throw it out to the group. See if they would support it.
Do you want me to pause here, flashlights?
Well,
Fish. The big one, the one that's on the sponge.
Dead center?
Yeah.
Do that?
all right, everybody out there in the chat room, let's hear
happy?
it.
I'm happy.
Do we have
video?
we have consensus on whether we're going to let Chris get one of his beasts?
Probably, yeah. I floated far out.
We got some of yours in there too, Chris. So the sponge it's eating. Oh, there's a.
Watch, is any tips on collecting starfish?
I think it's just going to be as straightforward as it seems. Just they're fairly. The bodies are calcium carbonate, so they're fairly tough.
Yeah.
I think the trick is going to be trying to grab it without it dislodging from the sponge.
Yeah, copy that.
But whatever you can manage, of course. I trust your capable dexterity.
Copy that. Let's try to snuggle in here.
Yeah, Peltaster.
It's not the best spot, but
once you pick a spot, I can work on lighting.
yeah, copy that.
Might be kind of close.
Worry about port lower.
I'm just saying that. Yeah, maybe it'll work.
So right now all I have is auto head.
Are you thinking of doing it floating?
No, I have my toe down.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. But I don't have joy lock in. I wonder if that'll hold. Let's try some. Yeah, Washley, just give me 1 sec to set up. It's
Yeah, no worries.
Tight spot.
To me, it looks like you're pretty close, Sean. I would almost back away from it a little bit and go down. Else the arm's going to be kind of,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Oh, good call.
I'd kind of get lower and back, yeah. And then that way you're going to reach up to grab it. Else you're going to be it's like trying to reach something too close if you have too big of an arm. But
Elbow's going to hit it, yeah.
yeah, but see how it goes. Be a fun one.
Let's see how that sits. That's with joy lock in. If we're not moving, could you center up so I can just see it, make sure I don't drift? It's a nice view. I think that's pretty stable. I think I could try this. What do you think?
I think it looks okay.
Yeah.
I'll try to get some light on it.
Yeah. You try light. I'm going to test the arm.
Sure.
Hydraulics up?
Yes.
Great. And then, yeah, nav, you could keep an eye, make sure I don't drift.
Yeah, definitely.
While you focus, that'd be awesome. Arms coming live.
You all set? Okay.
Sorry, I think my arms interfering with your light.
That's the only light I can hit it with, so you're going to have to deal with that shadow.
Copy.
I can bring up Mini Zeus if you'd like.
Yeah, if you could. Be a nice view. Yeah, come up for me.
Nope.
You could put a manip cam on the big screen, maybe. That
We have them.
port manip.
Actually, I think I'm going to back out. I think.
The other option is wrist right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could give it a shot, but then your wrist joint kind of will be where your way of your camera. But yeah, see that?
That's.
You got the. Yeah. To go by the nip cams, then I bet. But either way.
I'm going to back up real quick.
Yeah, I think that might be the move.
I'm not a big fan of not having my main HD. as I said that, I started to drift, so it's good.
There's another one of these black corals down there. See to the lower left corner?
Yeah, neat.
I don't know.
Rats.
I can get your dry lock button if it helps you.
You don't care, do you? You just care about that pentagonal thing that's in front of your face right now. That's what it is. I'm looking at other animals. I'm being broad-minded about it. See, he's like he's holding his breath.
Looks like a pretty good spot for your left toe there, now, doesn't it?
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Breathe in.
That's where it was before, but
let
it
out.
just kind of slid off.
Let out.
I'm very tolerant. Starfish eat everything.
They're trying to get it. Of course, you didn't give them exactly an easy task.
Let's
here.
try that.
Nothing
Drill locks
like
in, toes on.
overhang. Uh-oh. Fire alarm or something. It's a drill, I'm sure.
All right, let's try that.
I think it's going to be the ticket.
Yeah, Tina was asking whether we could zoom on
Pluck
that.
it right
coral.
off
So
of
this
there.
time, after they do the collection, we're
Get that
going
light
to
in there again.
hopefully go back and get this one. It's in a nice perspective, Tina, this black coral that's below the sea star.
Got all that light, I got you.
Oh, you're the man.
Nav, are we supposed to discuss the drill? Are we not doing that anymore?
We should. We'll do it right after
Do it
this,
after
though.
this,
Yeah.
that would be fine.
He goes. Oh, way to go, Sean. But he's gonna have a soft
If you
landing.
would like to continue, press star one
right.
now. Or
That's
the
actually-
conference will be
Before you
terminated.
back up,
easier to
Sean,
grab.
can we just get a quick zoom of this black coral on the left corner? Sorry, Tina's been trying to get it. I know it's
No.
Actually, could I
No,
collect it
whatever
first?
you want to do. That was just kind of for Chris's benefit, too.
Thanks. All right.
We try to accommodate, but the answer to that one is no.
Okay.
First it's a fish.
Just no right now.
Okay.
Would a little zoom
get
help
to
on
it.
both cameras?
Yeah, actually, do you want to zoom in? Yeah, main HD and mini Zeus? A little bit, that'd be great.
Please pardon the interruption. Your conference contains less than 3 participants at this time.
That's nice, thank you.
If you would like to continue, press star one now, or the conference will be terminated.
Chris, do you recognize the sponge it was feeding on?
Yeah, I think it's Postal Astra. Venus Postal Astra.
Okay.
You have activated the participant help menu. Press star 0 for technical assistance.
ready for you.
Star 1 to reinitiate this help menu. Star 3 for private roll call. Star 6 for self-mute unmute. To move to a subconference, press the subconference
room
number
open?
followed by pound. To return to the main conference, press 0 pound. Or
Let's
press
test
any
it.
key to
If it
return to
moves
the
me,
conference.
we'll come up real
I'm
quick.
going to test it. Opening
catch.
now. You can still get DNA. Sneak it in
You
there.
have activated the participant help menu.
Yeah, we
Press star 0 for technical assistance. Star 1 to reinitiate this help menu. Star 3 for private roll call. Star 6 for self-mute unmute. To move to a sub-conference, press the sub-conference number followed by pound pound. To return to the main conference, press 0 pound pound. Or press any key to return to the conference.
It's feeding on the manipulator arm. I can't believe these guys. They'll eat anything. Jeez.
Maybe use the divider to pry it off.
Yeah, it's a little...
Those of you who don't know what that reference is, the starfish is stuck to the manipulator claw right now, probably with his 2 feet.
Yeah.
And they're having a little trouble shaking it off the
He's moving.
teeth.
There he goes.
There,
there we
got
go.
him. He's in the box.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so now could we look at the coral, Chris? Is that
Yes.
You know, I think we should look at that sponge again really quickly just to make sure what the food item was. It was
Sure. Yeah.
Because, you know, sponges.
No, that's fine. Yeah. And you did that sponge a great service. All sponges are clapping now that you got rid of one of their predators. Cleared them from the reef.
All right. Arm off. All right, so what's first view watch leads?
Let's take a look at the sponge it was feeding on just to get a quick zoom on what the surface of the sponge looked like.
That white one to the left of the lasers right now.
Copy that.
And then we can proceed to the black coral.
All right,
that
video,
Chris
come on
wanted to
in.
Look at. Yeah. I think it was the one to the right, the sponge. Yeah.
Right there.
Okay, I'm going to take my screen back.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, co-pilot.
Yeah, it's feeding on the sponge. Your stuff on the sponge. What do you think?
Well, that's interesting. There doesn't seem to be any apparent damage to the surface of the sponge. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I think that's...
Co-pilot doing the lineup on that sonar return.
Right. Video, come on out.
Thank you.
Yes.
And then after this, there was...
Right to the bottom lower left, there's a wispy coral. Very sort of whitish, clear. Lasers are almost above it right there. That's
All
it.
right, video, come on in.
Yeah. We'll be able to look at the spicules and if it's feeding on the sponge, there should probably be some remnants on the stomach that I'd be able to tell to figure it out.
Boy, I don't know if this... I guess this is a black coral. Sort of an odd perspective. I think it is. Can we get a little tighter zoom, or is that all you got, Bob, over there?
That's max.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's sure it's Antipitherian, some kind. We're waiting to see if we can get a little more specific ID from Tina Molitsova, who's watching from the Shirshov Institute in Moscow. It'll be a tough one. It's a little bit of a tough angle for her, but I think we're good for science. Thank you.
All right, video come wide.
So if we were to come off the bottom, first of all, what's the...
Yes, in the event of a fire.
Bailout 130.
And what if we lose DP or steering and propulsion?
We have 8/10 of current. It'll push us from our stern to forward, so it'll push us ahead. So essentially, low wind.
Really? Push us ahead?
So we'd want to winch up.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Quick.
Like that.
Okay, that's
maybe
not what I thought it was.
Thank you very much, Tina.
That makes
Okay.
sense. So wind is low. It's on our bow. So that force would push us backwards, but current's a much
question
larger
mark on
force.
it.
It'll push us the
Push
ship
us ahead.
forward.
Wait.
Okay.
So I guess
Okay,
your net
haven't touched
force
this
would
yet.
be
Clear at this depth.
would basically, under no propulsion, probably be pushed.
I'm gonna wait.
You know, almost directly off the cliff in this situation.
Okay.
She-
So
That's
I
the way
have
she did
a
this.
positive
She's
half
got
turn,
that delay,
so, I
so
need to
she's
come
looking
around,
at it a little more closely. A little bit of it.
port, and
What later
you're
than
back,
we were?
You're already under me, so you would just back up, turn to port, and then we should be good.
So I thought about it. If you turn to port,
Who's
it
you?
puts a turn in D2 though.
Yes.
So in an emergency, would you rather put a turn in your 6/8 and not have a turn in your lift line? Catch my drift?
I don't think we really care. We just want to get towing.
Yeah, at that
Big
point,
block of carbonates come
I mean,
off.
we'd want to
of
do it
the-
right, but
Wow.
in the event of
Probably
an
broken
emergency,
off
just
from that wall.
we get
because
formation,
the
haul
way the
up, it's probably
crevices
priority.
is sort of
Yeah.
fractured
but
off
I
of
mean,
it.
we would want to
So what happens right
try
now,
to do it correct.
how we would come up right now,
Pilot permission to zoom real quick.
So you're
Yes,
saying
what are we
keep
zooming
D2
on?
where it's pointed, I turn, and then we
You
just
know, my
tow.
finger is
Yeah.
hovering
Yeah, that'd be
to
fine.
and
put
then
this annotation in. I'm waiting.
I would say turn to starboard, so that way the lift line has none. But
Sorry, Washington, what are we looking at?
That'd be fine.
I was talking
Oh,
about
no, I'm
front
sorry.
row.
We were just talking to. Sorry, no problem.
Oh, sorry, video. Did you want to?
There was a scorpion fish on
Sounds
there.
good now.
Oh,
Thank you.
sorry, I was.
I got
We
it.
could probably skip the fish.
Oh, okay.
That's the
I see
same
that.
one.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, great.
So, if we could just take a quick zoom on the surface
You can
of the
take it.
rock, there's like these little finger-like projections on the surface.
What's up?
All right, Washington, we're going to do a real quick seat change.
Okay. And then there's a fish on the side. Well, when they're... Chris?
What's that? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine. There's a fish down there, too. If you...
Where is it? Yeah, it's another one of these. So I think it's
Be advised, a little
on it
overhung,
upside down.
pilot.
Copy.
Lights.
So yes, Sean, do you want to line up on sonar return a little bit to your port?
It's about
Okay.
280.
Port I.
We just did a.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that would be worth looking at. Pilot,
We
can
have
we
a
get
different
this fish
fish.
that's kind of,
we can go for that
Shanaloa.
yeah, he's kind of bouncing
Oh, he
down the
just-
slope. That silvery fish.
You can go for a video. I'll try to.
Ha.
You can take more.
What's it doing?
He's got his
Feeding?
fins tucked in. This is Stethopristis. Probably Stethopristis. Yes, there he goes. Flared those fins. That's what I was trying to look for there. So this is the first one of these that we've
I'm gonna
seen
try to
today.
get closer. Apologize for the focus.
And yeah, while we're in this area, when you're done with the fish, if we could move over to the right and look at all these finger-like projections that are on the wall.
We can do that as well.
Yeah, just like
Is that enough on that fish, or should we try to?
Oh,
Yes,
do
it's
better?
good enough on the fish.
Okay,
Thank you.
great.
Thank you, Dave. And a little bit of a change out of chairs here, or a switch of chairs at least. Oh, yeah, I see what you're talking about. Those.
The very small ones we're looking at?
yeah, they're just all of these.
Yes,
They're
I
like
see
hairs
that.
coming out of the rock.
I'm going to get closer. We're pretty far off the wall here.
It's kind of what my chin looks like when I wake up in the morning. So,
That's just lovely, Chris.
all right.
Okay, let's try that from here.
Another one of those.
Huh. For tubes, I guess.
I guess. You got me. I don't know what we're looking at.
Yeah.
So I guess we're gonna.
We
we're
could
gonna
get
perhaps
even
need
closer.
a little bit of help, like maybe a lot of help. Anyone have an idea out there what these finger-like things are?
I'll get us even closer.
Are they tubes? Did you see a little opening in the ends
Yeah, I
of
think
them?
your
or-
brows
I haven't
still
seen.
looks
I
fine.
don't think I saw anything
Thank you.
emerge from them, but. Huh. There's sure a lot of them.
Whenever we don't know what it is, we sometimes go bryozoan. But
Maybe.
Maybe? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, that's fine. There's just a lot of them. I just wanted to sort of document it for the sake of. I mean, they could be forams for all I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, pilot. I think we're done.
I
Okay,
wonder if
video,
we've
come on
got
out.
just
Yeah, just
maybe we have a
I
generic
see
animal
the overhang. Yep, got it.
code on this thing.
If it's even an animal. Yeah.
We have a little bit of an
Undetermined.
overhang.
We have an undetermined.
So I'm
There
gonna-
we go.
Back out, and we will come up over it.
A couple of Regadrella vase sponges. We imaged those earlier on. Excuse me, pilot. Would you
Yes.
mind one more request?
Sure.
Right above those white vase sponges are a different type of sponge with kind of holes or pores in it. So it's the laser. It's to the left of lasers,
Okay.
and you swing a little bit left and slightly down, angling slightly more down, and a little more left. Keep going, a little more left, and those kind of moundy things right to the left of the laser now.
Sure.
Thank you. There's sort of three of them. There's a larger one further to the left. I'm
Right.
pretty sure we haven't documented these.
How's my brow look?
you're getting close. I'd stop there.
There's
Stop
maybe
here.
another type of glass sponge.
All right, video, come in. We're going to have to do this floating. There's an overhang above us.
Yep.
This is what we're looking for?
Yes, it is. So the one on the left would be fine. The bigger leafy kind of lettucey thing. It's halfway off screen right
Tilt
now.
up.
Chris,
Oh,
left.
oh, that one.
Yeah,
there's
that
a
one.
little crab down there, too.
Yeah, move back slightly, pilot.
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
can get that too.
okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Just with the, there you go.
Wow, what are all these
Not
things?
that guy. That one.
There you
So-
go.
Point
Yeah,
your
I
laser
know,
up
I'm,
if you want it.
Yeah,
So
permission.
this is
Yeah, go for it.
this
Give
particular
me a
sponge
reference.
is a glass sponge. It's in the genus Feria, and I think it's Feria oca, or at least near oca. That's what we sometimes say. And there was one of them that had a whole lot of zoanthids growing in amongst it, but there's some clean colonies here too.
But man, Chris, look at all these little polyps on the wall.
Yes, so colonial
you're fine now.
anemones still
Yeah,
existing?
it's-
Zoanthids? I don't know what these things are.
Yeah.
It's carpeting them.
Man,
Yeah.
it's like there's just all sorts of these uniform colonial animals. The tubes on the other rock. I'm not even sure if they're
You need an
anemones,
auto distance
hydroids.
from wall option.
Wow,
Yeah.
looks like
Science is good with sponge whenever you're ready.
Okay.
yeah. There's a crab just in the crevice below.
Yeah, there's a
we
crab.
Can try to get him.
That would be great. There he is.
Yeah.
Come in for the crab. I'm going to overshoot here.
Hi, crab. Do you recognize it, Chris? It's 1, 2, 4 legs, so this is a proper crab, a brachyurid.
Brachyurid is about as far as I can go on
Yeah.
it right now.
That's fine. Thank you, pilot. I think
Okay.
we can move on.
Come on out, and we will come up and over this
Great.
ledge.
Thank
That
you
was
for
a
those.
very
So much trouble.
interesting and mysterious rock.
Yeah.
It's the name of my next adventure.
Yeah.
The
Another
very
sea
big
star.
and mysterious rock. Oh,
Yeah.
quick zoom on the sea star, if you please. I'm pretty sure that's just
Someday we'll
Peltas.
get over this rock. It's too much interesting stuff on it.
Jeez, look at
Yeah, I wonder if it's feeding on these
yeah,
polyps.
it's the same sea star, the Peltaster thing. But wow, look at what's on the rock. It must be feeding on those. Man, that's amazing. Okay, that's good for science.
Okay.
too.
Thank you. Man,
Up
if you look
and
at the
over.
texture of that rock, though, the entire thing is just carpeted in those little whatever they are.
You at about our direction of movement?
Yes, I'm at
Okay, Les
290.
Watling says they're zoanthids, and Tina
Mine's
says
sonar
they're
out
zoanthids.
as a reference.
Well, you're
Interesting.
just
Les
seeing
thought
this
the
big
crab
rock, I
could
think.
look like a xanthid
Crab.
crab. We
It's
just
no,
it's
maybe
25 meters
sort of
out.
went to brachyurine, so thank you, Les.
All right, up and over.
Wow.
That was a big rock.
Yeah, I got some
That is
nice
the kind of rock legends are built on. The great zoanthid-covered rock.
we got, again, some bigger outcrops here that are just covered with corallium and other things. It's just magnificent, this area. Just look at all of the coralliums. There's a little epigonid fish swimming by, too. We've seen all of this so far. I'm trying to see if we can spot anything different as we're moving up along the slope.
Probably moving. What do you think, co-pilot?
I think we could do a 20-meter move.
So, pilot,
20?
there
I'd
is
go
a coral
15
that's in the
safe.
upper left
15,
right
sorry.
now
See it kinda
in the
going up
crevice.
To his
Sort
port
of
a
a
little bit
larger
there,
colony.
Okay.
It's,
And
so I'm
I
at
think that would
290
be
right
of
now.
interest to some of the researchers.
What do you think about that?
Could
Or do you want to do like
be
285?
a
Yeah, 285.
bamboo, but a little
Alright.
more intact
How about we pull that
because
trigger?
one of Chris's
15
beasts have not,
meters sound
has
okay
not
to you guys?
discovered it yet.
Yeah, pilot's happy.
That's right
Yeah,
dead in the crack.
Oh, up above.
Yeah, that
okay.
kind of white one. It's right above the lasers right now.
Sure. Okay, video, you can come in on
Look
that.
at the
Yeah.
corallium here.
Pretty driving now.
Amazing.
Obviously, if a sea star hasn't eaten it yet, it must not be as tasty.
Yeah, so this does look like it's a bamboo.
Yeah, you guys ready for a move?
It looks like it's
All
internodal
right,
branching, and
15
I think it's the
meters,
same
bearing
thing.
285
Oh, wow.
degrees,
That's
speed decimal 2.
And before pulling away, we can zoom this for a moment. There was a cup of that cup
sorry.
coral. That's it. So that's Polymyces wellsi. So that's those
It's a good copy.
anemone-looking things.
Video, come out for a second. I'm going to try to put my toe down here, see if I can get a little more stable. Okay, yeah, you can come back in. Although that cup coral might be behind the rock now.
Let's see. Have we gotten any further on that bamboo? Let's see. Sako, boy, we're going to get a lot of starfish comments.
Good.
You here about your beasts. So I call them beasts.
That's fine.
Move initiated. Thank you, Rich.
So we've got the little upper portion of a cup coral called Polymyces, probably Polymyces wellsi. That's got a purple thing in the center. To the right, we've got a few branches of this bamboo coral. We're not sure of what the D is, but Les Watling has chimed in now. And he says it's either D1 or D2 clade branching at the internode. So
Check me to range in your
that's sort of
sonar,
the state
pilot.
of the
little bit.
taxonomy right now for the
I'm not really using it right now,
bamboo
but that'd be
family.
fine.
is that they've got them in these groupings that are called clades. And so they've sort of got different type of
Try to get as close
alphanumeric
as we
codes
can
for
on
the
the
different
bamboo.
clades. So Les is able to go to a D1 or
Are you full
D2
zoom?
clade.
Yes.
Thank you, Les. Watling's at the
Oh, no.
University of Hawaii
Sorry.
at
A little
Manoa
more.
in the marine biology
Like this
program.
far.
Foremost experts on these bamboo corals and chrysogorgids and some other things. Tina is suggesting a collection on this. I don't know if that would be hard or not. If we collect this, this is going to be the last biologic. We could throw it out there. Tina actually did already throw it out there. First of all, let's find out what Dave thinks about it. Is this something that's even
how many is
possible,
this out
Dave?
there?
Let's zoom all the way out and take a look.
It's kind of tucked in there, isn't it?
It is.
You know, maybe if we see another one, it's a little
These
better.
are
We've already
It's
seen
not
a
a good
couple, so
spot
I'm
for
sure
it.
we'll see another one.
Yeah,
Let me see
that
if
could
if
take
it's
a while to
possible
try to
from this
work
side.
that one out of the
Do we want to
crevasse.
stop ship for thinking about sample?
I don't know, Sean. Do you think this is doable?
Bridge
Reach
driving
that
out.
crack. I think.
Can we hold
I think I would
current
have to
position, please?
perch on this, and it'd
Thanks,
be
Rich.
too close.
Which part do we want to go for?
Yeah, Dave, let's
The,
go ahead and skip it.
Okay.
And, we'll just keep
That
our
one.
eyes out.
But okay, we'll skip it.
Yeah, thank you.
That's
Watch your,
oh,
don't go port.
That's a toughie.
Yeah,
Easy.
it's a little lateral. Yeah.
Easy.
Now we have a fish coming into view.
You could stow those a
Yeah,
little bit.
what is this
Pilot,
fish?
you like them stowed?
I wonder if can we
yes,
do a
you could
quick
do that.
zoom on that fish coming down slope.
Sure.
So,
The one, this one.
yeah, this one here.
It's another
It's
one of-
Holardia
yeah.
again. That's great, thank you.
All right.
What is it, following me?
Move complete. Thanks, Rich.
Alright. That one's stowed.
Okay, we got
Holardia is a
another
spike fish.
rock.
Sorry, I used
out
the,
there.
only the
070?
scientific name.
Go ahead. Thanks, Rich. Making a heading change, pilots.
All right.
Copy that. Actually, do you want to back out now that you left, or would you like
Hey,
it
Chris.
kept in?
I
Just the,
think
just the
it's
port
okay
lower.
now.
So-
Do you
Alright,
see, oh,
copy.
that's fine. Do you
It's
see
gonna be
the
a
white
Yeah, we'll just keep
sort
an
of
eye on it.
speckling on the surface?
They're made to flex. It's alright.
Yeah, I see it. Just, I'm not sure if it's an animal or not.
What are we looking at?
We were just
Is it easiest room by
speculating
itself
on
right
the
now?
nature of
Or you got
the
it?
white speckled
Oh, you're-
stuff
okay.
on the surface
Sorry.
of the rock.
My
So
hand
we've
messed
got
it on.
another crab in that hole, Dave, if you see it. That kind of black thing. Maybe we can get the white speckling and the crab in the same shot.
I don't see it.
It's to the, directly to the left of the laser
okay.
right now. I think it's a crab, and
Oh, we
my
could
eyes
go for
might
that
be.
hole. Come on in.
The next hole over. I'm probably wrong. It's probably just a hole. I think it is, but we can get his white speckling. It was just a hole. Wasn't a crab. Sorry. More of these. Wow.
Oh, a tiny brittle star, though.
More of these finely branched things.
Yeah. But over to the right, there's all of that kind of white mat-like stuff. Doesn't look like. Is it sediment?
It could have
Was
been
there?
trapped sediment. That's true.
Yeah.
Because there's so much, such a high
Okay.
density of small organisms. Yeah, thank you, pilot.
Yeah, that's
Somebody
fine.
do it.
Okay. Come on out, video. A lot of shimmering here.
Oh, yeah, a lot of shimmering.
You can zoom out. And we will go up and over again.
Up and over.
Taking quite a bit of lap to fight this current. Picked up
Yeah, it looks like
look
the
at
particles
the
are moving
current
pretty
coming
quick.
over this rock.
50% lateral to hold.
So from the north to the south.
Yes.
Copy.
So we're at 475
Wow.
meters right
Look
now.
at the fuzz on the rock. Must be more of those little
all the
tube
little
tip
stuff.
things.
Yeah.
Huh.
Pilot, when we get over there, maybe a snap zoom on the yellow colonies. I think it's Anelopsonia, but just to confirm
Okay.
if we're
We'll
headed
see
in
if
that
we can do
direction.
that. We are, but it is well below us right now, but we'll give it a shot.
It's fine. Even a snap zoom just to make sure it isn't a gold coral. That was the main.
Ah, all right.
Is it a crab?
Pretty sure it is not, but what the hey?
Wow, there's a big crab down there too.
Let's try to get a snap zoom on that yellow coral from here.
Yep, that's Anelopsonia, the hard coral, scleractinian.
How's that tether look on that rock?
That's about
that
it. You're
will
fine.
work.
Great.
Check another move, pilot. Maybe a 10.
Did someone mention a jelly on a
Not
rock?
quite yet. Go, pilot.
Fine with
I
me.
think 10 or 15.
Yeah, actually, it looks like we're clear for a little
Should
while
be
now.
fine, yeah.
285 degrees.
I think that sounds great.
I'll do 15 meters to start. Bridge, RV nav. Yeah, we'd like a move, same as last. 15 meters, bearing 285 degrees, speed decimal 2.
Anything else on this?
No, I think that should do it. Thank you, pilot.
Yeah.
All right. And was there a
There's a-
crab we were looking
There was a
for?
large crab in the
Down
lower
right.
hand corner below the some fish. Was that fish? Or?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's another Pseudomaya, but he's
Sounds great.
You
Thanks.
see
Behind
his
that white.
claws
Oh.
sticking out there.
Yeah.
That is big.
Yeah, we could take a peek at that.
Is that another Black-
Staropathes.
Starpathes?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, unless it's a rock pen. Oh, it's a rock pen.
Aha! I
Excuse
knew it
me.
was something.
Tether's still
Yeah.
good?
Yeah. No, you're
So
good.
Okay, come in.
crab
for the
at first, and then we
crab.
have a rock pen to the left.
Yep, that's Pseudomaya smithi.
Oh, looks like it's missing a claw. Poor fellow. What are you looking at? And a squat lobster in the upper left corner, but not urgent. The thing that I think we were interested in most next was the rock pen, which was sort of that large brown
Dark
tower
purple.
type thing. Yeah,
Yeah, I think he's slowly
It's
zooming
up
out to where it
above us,
is.
right?
Yeah.
There it is, right there.
yeah.
Oh, to the left.
Yeah, that's it
Okay,
down
sure.
there.
Is that that? Yeah, a large rock right behind us that I'm maneuvering around.
Oh, well, best
No, we
as
can get it.
you find
See-
convenient then.
Okay, come on in.
So he's penned in a little bit.
Oh,
Okay, so this is. I always get. I think it's Anthoptylum is the genus.
That sounds right.
Sorry, you might feel a little tug.
So
but
sea pens
coming
are
at you.
colonial animals. What you're seeing is actually essentially one individual.
ship is finishing
There are
its heading
several
change.
mouths feeding.
Oh, that, okay.
All
So
of the
it's not
tentacles
yet
that you're
started to
seeing
move
are
towards you.
kind of
That makes sense. All right, copy.
surround.
Limited
There are 8
tether.
tentacles on each feeding polyp. There's a mouth at the center, and
That
they
shall
all
make
kind
it
of
to
lead
the
back
pilot.
to this central stalk. This is also an octocoral, similar to many of the gorgonians we've been seeing. It has this interesting anchor, which
Appreciate
is
move. Thank you, Bridge.
This is abandoned ship drill. Please muster to your abandoned ship stations.
yes. So there's also an anchor for this sea pen to attach to this rock, which is unusual because other sea pens are typically anchored in sediment, and so they have this big kind of swollen holdfast like structure,
Right.
which is usually
Video, I
buried,
think
but in
that'll
this
do it
case
for
it's
this.
actually used for
Thank you.
attachment to a hard substrate.
Do we lose lasers at some point?
So Asako Matsumoto
It could be
is
unhitting the,
asking it's a
is
rock
this the
pen.
drawer?
It's a rock pen.
They're hitting the drawer right
but
now.
Oh, yes, they are.
I think it more closely resembles the genus Calibalemnon rather than Anthoptylum, but frankly, I don't have a good.
Are we moving or are we still rotating?
I think we're moving
I don't
now.
really know
Just starting to
these-
move here.
Great.
These night Aryans very well. Whatever's, we're going to put a big question mark for this.
A good
one
observation.
anyway.
That's our first Peninsulacean. There's a group of animals amongst the octocorals that are known as the sea pens because they resemble an old-style feathery pen. This is one of those types of animals.
long
We'll
was that
probably
move
see more of them.
now?
15 meters.
We could do more than that. We could do at least a tether.
Okay, we'll let it finish out and see what it puts you.
It calms down a little bit up here.
It's moving pretty quick, pilots. Be advised.
Is it?
The ship is
See a
moving like
bathypathes
0.3. I
down
called for
there,
0.2.
that dark
Okay.
thing
Just be
that's
ready for that.
waving around.
Copy.
That's fine. All right, we're getting a little more tether. Start to move ahead.
So I wonder if we could take a snap zoom on that black coral dead center.
Sure.